Good afternoon and welcome back to our off-grid building a barn land project. That's what I'm calling it. Thank you for all your lovely comments in the last video about us finally owning this barn properly now and the adjoining land. It's been a big relief. Iwan spent this morning clearing some of the mimosa trees, and I've been fighting caterpillars in the garden, eating my cabbages. And we've got a quick, well, I did think half an hour, but Iwan said it's only 20 minutes till the Grand Prix starts, so we'll be watching that, and I have a friend coming to visit. But I thought we would just do a quick 20 minutes tidy up of that space, and I think it's going to look really nice because there's a really beautiful old wall there. So this is where Iwan has been clearing all the mimosa that was all blocking this view. This big pile here. He's just chopped a load of the branches down, which is really nice because now we can actually see the picotta and the well at the other end. And then this is where I want to try and clear a lot of the ground away. There's bits of branches tied to this tree. We need to figure out this tree. It's a bit wild. See how far we get. Well, that was quite fun. Let me show you what we found. So this old-fashioned wheelbarrow, which is absolutely amazing, and this old ladder, which would be great because you can sort of poke it into the ground and then climb up a tree. I don't know how much I trust it. And then these two tools with old branches for handles are really lovely. Just some cool things we've found in here, and a lot of mushrooms. And yeah, at the beginning of the summer, you might remember there were some goats here under this tree. That's what all this stuff is. And I've got a big pile of hay full of goat manure, which is going to be amazing for the garden. So I need to get it in the wheelbarrow into the garden. Good morning. We had a lovely afternoon yesterday, had a few beers with some friends, and then it was definitely dark by the time we got back, so we couldn't crack on with anything else. It's a bit chilly this morning, but the sun is coming out. We thought it was going to rain all day, so we're going to do a little bit more clearing of the space next to the house this morning. So we've still got lots of the old hay to move here, but it's quite frustrating because it's been there such a long time and stuff's starting to grow through it, but we will get there. It's so good for the garden. And then our thought process then is to put a bath here, and we're going to speak to the architect next year just to see what kind of thing we can plan for here, because it'd be really cool to be able to build a wall here, put a big window here and a roof on, and then you can sit in the bath. I mean, I'm not going to sit in that yet. I don't know what we can do to make it nice. It's quite short actually, but anyway, and then you'll be in the bath and that'll be your view through the window. Be rather lovely. But yeah, we'll have to see what we're allowed to do, or whether we'll have to apply for planning permission, which means we'll build just sort of a temporary building space out of wood in the meantime, because I think planning permission takes a very long time. We've cut down a tree that was growing out of here. This root needs to be removed, and then this tree is just growing like something crazy. Like this branch goes off in that direction, this one comes over here and then leans on this one and winds underneath it and goes off over there, and then this one continues and then they meet again, and just, it's absolutely amazing how it's growing. But yeah, we need to kind of figure out how to do this, because it's such a cool feature the way it's currently growing. Oh, thanks Albi, making my job nicer. But yeah, we're going to head out now to get some more sand and gas for the heater. We're back, and I just found 2 of these chairs by the bin, so I'm going to give them a clean up and I'm going to put them out here under the shelter, but as a sort of comfy seat to sit outside and look at the view. And then we're just cleaning up this space a little bit more and finding that there are trees growing out of the walls, so we need to cut them down somehow, which should be fun. And it's still an absolutely glorious day, so I think we're going to do some of the outside pointing rather than filling the walls inside, because it seems a shame to be inside. So this is where we've gotten up to, just finished the last of the bucket, and I think one more tomorrow, and we should have this done. Pretty much all finished. And I think whilst I've been doing the last bit of the pointing, Iwan was clearing a bit more over here so we could put our new chairs under here to catch the last of the sun. They're actually really comfy, and this view is super nice.
Albi. horrible kitten. Bom dia, how's it going? So what was the day after? Look who's here. It was cold last night. Smooth. So he's come up for some breakfast. We've had to keep Albi away. Oh, we need to pop out, we need to go and get some more soft sand. Because we're going to continue doing the outside, seeing as the rain's holding off for a few days now. We have got some sharp sand for the inside, but I think we'll hit that when the rain comes. I think it's supposed to be tomorrow now, but it's been like saying that for the last 4 days, so we will see. So yeah, get cracking, another mix, and hopefully might even finish it today, you never know, that'd be nice. Anyway, here we go. Dear Santa, please can we have a cement mixer for Christmas?
Yes, please. So it's going quite well today. I've had some big holes to fill in here, so Iwan's just made up another mix, and he's got the difficult job of working around this tree.
Fun.
But I think it's looking pretty good.
Better than it was, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think as well when it goes on it looks really dark, and I worry about that, but as soon as it dries I think the colour looks really nice.
It's only yesterday, isn't it?
Yeah. Good morning. So here is the wall the next day. I've given the stones a bit of a scrub and just tidied up around the bottom of the rosemary tree, and then eventually we're going to put a floor in along here, sort of continuing on what we've got going on here. We do need to dig in a trench here to put a soak away for the downpipe, but for now we've just rigged it up so that it goes into the reservoir, and then that can water my plants and then we can actually affix a pipe to this outlet and leave that open, and then that can send it off over there in the meantime until we work out the drainage system we need here, because our plan is to have the downpipe here so that the grey water also comes out of the building here, and that helps to flush it away. And then we're just trying to decide what to do with the rest of the building, because we did have an idea to carry on building up the wall, but I think in the end we've decided that we're going to just insulate the outside of the wall and then render it, because it's really lovely, the shadow of the tree on a white wall, and I think aesthetically as well, the continuation of the wall with the wall going along here, which we're going to even out so that it's all the same height, looks much more appealing, which does also mean we'll render the top of this one and insulate it, but we do need to sort out this wall, which you probably can't see because it's in shadow at the moment, but it's absolutely horrible at the moment. It's got this horrible layer of cement on, so it's going to be a long hard job, but I think it will be worth it to try and chip back as much of this as possible and then point it so that it looks the same as this one, but there's no rush to get that done, so we'll just slowly chip away at it, you know, when we've got a spare hour or so and feel like it, and see where we get to. But I am so happy with how this is looking now. I think once that's rendered and the downpipe sorted, it's going to look really beautiful. In fact, we were looking back at some of the older photos of this wall. I'll put some up from when we were looking at the estate agent photos and when we first moved here, and because there was no guttering, all the rainwater just ran onto this wall and it was just covered in moss. It was such a green wall, so yeah, I'm really happy to see it like this. And then also yesterday we rendered the top, which was something we've never done before, and we just had a lot of the cement left over, and this was always the plan, so we just went for it, and by sponging it down we've got a nice smooth finish. So really pleased with the way that's all come together, and the fact that we've been able to save this beautiful rosemary tree. Yeah, amazing. And I think even if this isn't perfect, the fact that we've done it ourselves gives me a lot more joy than it being perfectly done by someone else. So yeah, absolutely chuffed. Just come to stand here and think about the fact that we have all of this to point soon as well. I think it will be easier in some ways because there's not such big holes to fill, but it's a lot more intricate, so we shall see. But I think I will leave you there. I've realised that this video is coming out on Saturday, which makes it 1 year since we bought this piece of land, which is so exciting. I can't believe how far we've come from last winter. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. We've got rain coming tomorrow, though it does keep saying that are not happening, but we've got a lot of firewood we need to sort out, as we might have a little get together on Saturday with some friends and have a little fire. I think we will be getting back to working on the inside of the kitchen next. We need to finish up the walls, So yeah, that will probably be next week's video, and we are actually planning to do 2 videos a week in December because we've got a few extra videos, such as Iwan's winemaking video. Oh, that's what we could do this afternoon. We need to taste the wine. That's what we're going to do this afternoon, cut wood and taste wine. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you soon. Take care.